All right, let's talk about nails. When you think of artificial nails, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a long, long time, it was a very specific look. But today, that whole image is being completely flipped on its head. We're going to dive into how self-expression and, importantly, safety are creating a totally new world of nail care that's, well, for absolutely everyone.
Right, because what we're seeing now is that all the old rules, all those boundaries, they're just dissolving. The whole idea that a manicure is only for a certain kind of person or just for a fancy event, that's officially ancient history. The conversation has gotten so much bigger than that.
And that is the real question now, isn't it? It's all about finding something that actually fits your lifestyle, what you need, and your own personal style. It doesn't matter if you're a professional who needs a super polished edge, a parent trying to find safe options for your kids, or really anyone in between.
So let's kick things off with this massive cultural shift that's happening. Because honestly, this isn't just about nails. It's really part of a much bigger movement towards self-care and personal expression that includes everyone.
I mean, just look at the difference here. It's pretty incredible. We've gone from something that was seen as just for women, just for special occasions, to something that is functional, it's stylish, and it's viewed as a totally valid form of everyday self-care for anyone who wants it. The salon chair is finally for everybody.
And this shift leads us right into our first deep dive, men's grooming. And we're talking about way, way more than just a quick buff and shine.
Oh, for sure. For a growing number of men in really demanding fields, think architects, creative directors, you name it, manicures are becoming a practical tool. It's really just about making sure their hands reflect the same level of detail and care as their work.
And a huge reason for this is actually corrective. A lot of men deal with what's clinically called onychophagia, which is just the fancy term for chronic nail biting. It can be painful and it can definitely knock your confidence. And this is where modern nail tech offers a real, practical fix.
So how does it actually work? Well, a pro will first check out the health of the nail, and then they'll apply this special matte build gen. And the key here is that this isn't about getting a glossy finish or adding color. It's about building a super thin, protective shield that looks and feels just like a healthy, natural nail. It helps break the habit and gives you that polished look back.
So when you boil it all down, the reasons are super clear. It's corrective, it's professional, it actually strengthens the nail, and hey, it's a form of self-care. Plus, the fact that you can get these low-shine, basically invisible finishes makes it a really easy choice for any guy who wants the benefits without that traditional manicure look. Okay, let's totally switch gears and talk about another area that's just exploding. Artificial nails for kids. And of course, the absolute #1 thing on any parent's mind is going to be safety. The whole idea is to let them have fun and be creative, but without any of the risk.
So here's the magic number you need to remember. Professionals, pediatricians, they all pretty much agree the minimum age to start thinking about gels or acrylics is 12, and there's a good reason for that. A kid's nail plate is just thinner and it's still developing. Putting on those really rigid enhancements too early can actually cause some damage.
Let's actually break this down a bit more. For the younger kids, say 5 to 11, you want to stick with things that are temporary and chemical-free. Think peel-off polishes or those cool sticker sets. Once they hit 12, going to a professional becomes an option. And for teenagers, the focus really needs to shift to education, teaching them how to remove things properly and safely so they don't wreck their natural nails. So, if you're out shopping for a younger kid, these are the keywords you want to look for on the box. Water-based, 10-free, which means it's made without the 10 most common harsh chemicals, like formaldehyde, and a big one is glue-free. These sets use a gentle, medical-grade adhesive that makes taking them off totally painless.
Now, all of these trends we're talking about for men, for kids, they're really only possible because the entire industry is changing from the inside out. Brands and salons are actually putting in the work to become more welcoming and inclusive spaces.
And this is what that actually looks like. We're seeing salons with gender-neutral menus, family-friendly hours. Brands are stepping up too, creating product lines designed for men and certified safe options for kids. It's a real systemic shift, and it's all about making sure every single person feels like they belong there. And believe me, this isn't some quiet little trend. It's a huge market response. The demand is surging because people are now actively looking for brands and salons that share their values. You've got brands like Glitterbells and NSI, who aren't just selling polish, they're selling inclusivity, and they're proving that a welcoming business is a successful one. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this simple mantra right here. Whether it's for you, your partner, or your kids, the whole modern approach to nail care is just about making smart, safe choices that let you be creative and express yourself.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about.
I mean, making the salon share a place for everyone is a fantastic step forward. But as we look ahead, you have to wonder, where else can we break down these old barriers in the world of beauty and wellness? What's next?